Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing. We got a box here. I would say quite a anonymous box. It's quite big as well. Let me show you a bit. It's basically just a brown cardboard. And on one of the side, which I'm going to show you the moment I lift it on, I'm going to see the brand. What am I opening now? STRATOS. So this is a new company, suddenly popped in the scene with these two MPXs. So they make two versions of these MPXs, gas blowback rifles. Here we got a instruction. Obviously, I don't shoot without protection. Cleaning rod. At least there used to be a cleaning rod here, from what I see. And then the replica. What we got? So I initially went for the longer version. So you can see the cutout here. There's the same box for both of them. They have a longer version of this one. Not sure if it's 10, I don't know, it must be at least 10 inches. They have a different stock as well. I think it's a normal buffer tube with a random stock. But then I changed my order. I ordered this one from HPA in the UK, high pressure airsoft, and I went for the MPX-K, which I thought didn't have a stock. So when I saw these, I was quite happy. This is a full metal. Looks like the Kate Moss one, but not quite. Feels quite solid though. We'll pop it in a second. Then this one, gas magazine. So the nice thing about this replica, apparently, it says on the website that it's compatible with VFC system. So this magazine here, sorry, APFG, I should say. This magazine here is exactly the same as the APFG one. So both could be used interchangeable. The replica itself, chunky and heavy. There we are. Some warnings and stickers. Looks like the charging end is not pulled yet. I'm not a fan of this trigger, to be honest. Looks like an AG kind of trigger, but well, see if we can change it. And the pistol grip also doesn't feel like a proper one. It's very thin, actually, on the hand. I've got something to swap it with. For the rest of it, looks solid. I think this is a 4.5-inch handguard. Am I right? I think so. Let's see. Got a 6-inch from VFC. Yeah, it is longer. So this is a 4.5. And this is a 6 from VFC. Should probably gonna swap to this one. We'll see. Orange tip. Just a cover. With a birdcage muzzle device here. Charging handle. We can see familiar nozzle there. A bit of stiff wrinkled rods, but yeah. The bolt. Can't see much of the inside. But we're gonna open it up now in a bit. Damn, this is so stiff. Oh, there you go. It's very stiff. So stiff. Yeah, that's not supposed to be like that. So I guess, yeah, that needs to be broken into, but yeah, it's getting a bit better. But yeah, let's see what else comes into the package here. Bag of BBs, the gel thingy here, and looks like that's it. Now let me grab a APFG magazine. Put it side by side. Put it side by side here. They look the same. So the valve here is different. The protrusion here is like thinner, I would say. Like it's got kind of like a conic shape, whilst the APFG one is bigger. Okay, so let's load this up and see if it goes in. Yeah, let's see if you want. There's less wobble. Like actually, there's no wobble at all with the proprietary one, I guess. But if you use the APFG one, it's a bit of a play, side play. Now I'm curious to see if this is a real still compatible replica. Pop that pin. And you should be able to slide the handguard. There you go. Oh, okay, it's there. Now you won't focus. Oh, there you go. The up adjuster, which is different from the APFG one, I guess. But yeah, what we're going to do now is we're going to field strip this replica and have a look at the insides. All right, before we have a look at the internals, let's talk about build quality and let's compare it to what's available right now in the market. So this is the Stratos one. We already touched upon the grip, which is very, very, very basic here. And the trigger, which I'm not a fan of. Again, this is very stiff, this selector. It's not supposed to be like this. Not at all. But let's... Okay, there's a... Definitely not as snappier as the APFG one. Bit of travel as well here. And then the activation. Yeah, the hammer doesn't sound very strong, but anyway, so the main body, I think is aluminum, cast aluminum. I need to go and check on the website, and we can check with my little fridge magnet if any of these is actually my catch. My catch is steel. Steel also the bolt release. And steel is also the selector about the trigger. Yeah, steel the trigger as well. So all the controls here are actually steel. The charging handle. Like, I was asking too much there. Pin. The pin is steel. So even the takedown pins are actually steel. Which I don't remember actually on the. So this is a GBBR from APFG. So this is the standard selector, and it's not steel. I've installed a steel. I know this is steel because I installed it. A extended mag release. Gosh, it's heavy. This one is steel, but I think I've also installed it aftermarket. Full catch. The trigger is definitely not steel. And the pin, I'm using a magic pin for the front, which if you guys didn't know, this is for when the swabble between the handguard and the receiver. You use this one, and magically the wobble will go away. See this other pin here? Yeah, this takedown pins are steel on the APFG one as well. Obviously mine has markings. It's actually Cerakoted as well. So we can't compare directly. However, just the way it feels in the hands, and here we have another one from VFC as well. And that's the AG version, which takes, by the way, real steel one. Real steel furnitures. I don't know, if it does feel cheaper, the Stratos one, when you have it in the hand, and lighter definitely, but it is also shorter. But if we talk about price, so I bought this one for $285, I believe, UK pound, and this was for Black Friday discount. So I believe the replica is sold for $319 in UK at the moment, and I had like 10% off, which I thought, for a GBBR, £280, and you have something like this, it's quite nice. It's quite a good price. That's why I wasn't expecting the stock, but you got the stock as well. And in one of the, I can only see and find the stock sold separately in one of the retailers in the UK, which is Bespoke. And they actually have marked the stock at £50. So if you take £50 off the stock alone, it's basically, this will be £230, something like that. But yeah. Now, when it comes to the handguard, that's definitely on the cheapest side. There you go. No scripts. Yeah, we're trying to pull this off. So the replica, I don't like that it has these, the replica of the handguard, it's got these very big holes at the bottom, which, if you have a look at the VFC, this actually is for the AG one. So that's the one SIG Air is releasing for the MPXs. Yeah, quite different. But just like how thin the walls of this handguard are compared to VFC, it's crazy. So yeah, the handguard is not the best. I almost feel like if you bump into something, this one's gonna bend. But let's have a look while we're here to see if this accepts. It does. And then the pin will stay in. But yeah, it does accept VFC handguards. So I suppose that we like everything made for the APFG and VFCs. So Airsoft Artisan, for example, or even real steel one. So this one is a real steel Midwest Industry, 8 inches. Let's take this off and see what's going on.